Hello, all, and welcome back to Friendship is Magic, Season 6, Episode 23, Where the Apples Lie. Unsurprisingly, this is going to be an Apple Family episode. I mean, I haven't read the summary, but the naming is a dead giveaway, even if you didn't count the whole thumbnail with looks like a quarreling Applejack and Big Mac. And yeah, not sure what they could be quarreling about. Never mind. Where the apple lies. And I accidentally read the first chunk of that summary. Applum ends up lying, apparently. And that causes family problems. All sorts of them. I mean, that makes sense. Applejack is honesty and everything, but, is their honesty, but, well, that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of her family has to be. Or at least is so ready to be honest all the time. Also, I noticed there's only 4 episodes left, including this one. Almost done with this season, and then I will be taking, like I said, a break. I will be doing my review of the movie, which might not be this week. Not this week. Might not be immediate, because I'm not the movie. I'm talking about Legends of the Ender 3, because I'm pretty sure it takes place between season 6 and 7. Maybe I'm wrong. It was between even 5 and 6. Either way, I will be doing that because I've already seen the other movies, the preceding movies, not the ones that came after. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'll also be looking into the shorts to see about doing those. Depending on when those take place, or not even when those take place, when those were made, because I don't want accident spoilers for the show, you know. So I still think I should do those. And then there's just a general break from this show to do a bunch of the other stuff I want to do reactions for that, you know, aren't TV shows. Like, I think there was actually a new episode of ERB a while ago, Epic Rap Battles in History. If so, I want to, of course, do that. Maybe a few episodes of Death Battle. Yeah. That's all the other business I have to talk about. I've already theorized for this show enough. It's guitar to act.
I totally kept track of everything.
That'd be a hard no. That's a lie.
To get a shipment of juice when he's supposed to get Zap Applejack. Now, why in tarnation would you lie to me, Apple Bloom?
Especially with such so easily provable wrong.
Won't fix anything. Trust me.
That's not true. She has told them a few times. I've never heard him say that many words in a row ever. Except that one time when Gabby Gums was it. Wow, okay! She's been awful since, blatantly awful since always. She wasn't even pretending to be anything but a, wow. Man! Big Mac is a chatterbox. Wow! Just a major chatterbox.
We ran into Filthy Rich rich in town.
That's just so weird. The insult so much.
Well, since juicing season's almost
I mean, a variety chatterbox either. What is this juice thing for? Is this what the closest thing I remember is the cider?
I hate to say I told you so.
Do they just call it the juice now because cider had alcoholic connotations?
I've always thought that the most important thing I can do.
much appreciated.
That my grandma's dead. Why? I mean,
Understanding during this
put it for
difficult
My
time.
Little Pony, of course. But really,
You were
Applejack,
supposed to tell
that
us
one.
the simple truth, but instead you made things worse. Oh, and they brought flowers for Granny on account of she is sick, like you said.
What? Is that supposed to be her lunch? I'm sorry. I had to make that.
Big or large or Applejack.
Wait,
Your
so
mother was just a
Big
crazy
Mac
woman.
isn't even his name. It's his nickname.
How your grandbaby's
Huh.
doing?
Getting her flattering. Is that a do it?
Gotta say, that's how the
Good to
tree
see.
is.
So that's where
So
Big Mac apparently inherited it
that's
from.
how I got my cutie mark.
But we asked. You see, when we had to take Granny to Ponyville General. We just got back right before you showed up.
Just, you said she's got a disease that only fruit can
It's
get.
not contagious, is it? I'm sure you'll be fine. But
We're
we
gonna
should
have to hurry if we want to get there before visiting hours are over.
Oh my god.
get where?
Why, the hospital, of course. I'm sure we'll see you there.
Doctors need an expert opinion, and no pony knows more about fighting life than Granny Smith.
This lie's just spiraling further and further and out of control. No, this does explain why she's honesty. She's just so completely, awfully terrible.
Pony in the waiting room with the blight.
Terrible at flying.
Oops, I almost forgot. Easy as Granny's apple pie.
Oh god, that laughing thing.
I'll catch up. I gotta follow Big Mac. All right, climb
This
up.
is spiraling further and further and further out of control.
This is spinning way out of control, Applejack.
Yeah, exactly.
Selling juice in filthy store was a good idea.
Granny!
This is so surreal that he's actually that much of a
It's about time. What's going on around here? You're supposed to stay there. It was a supply closet.
She's just getting increasingly fed up with him.
Presentation. It's this big.
Okay.
Pony, just stop. This is all a big misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding is a giant pile of lies. Wow, you messed up bad.
Tell him more.
So she's not a doctor.
Please don't make Granny.
I know the fact that the hospital's laughing. He's a bit more concerned with the fact that they almost took someone's limb off,
Listen, especially to you.
and they didn't even bother checking some rando's credentials.
Yes, ma'am.
And that explains why he's so terrified of angering Granny Smith. I was not expecting a flashback episode. I suppose there's only so much character development you can do with Best Background Pony. Yes, I went there. I call her Best Background Pony. I don't actually have anything against Applejack. I just find that particular meme funny. And it seems like the best opportunity to make that joke. See, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really have much to say here. Almost everything I had to say, I said in the episode, including the things I had written down. I'm not even sure if I said enough. I'm worried this might be only like the episode part will only be about 3 minutes, because I know I've been having increasingly shorter ones. Which is, by the way, Not a problem I ever anticipated when I started these, but apparently I'm actually getting better at saying what I want to say when I want to say it, or saving it for afterwards. When I started these, was back with DuckTales. I had a problem and I had an immense amount of trouble knocking it down to 10 minutes. And it's not that I'm saying less, I'm just getting better at saying what I want to say. I'm like, hell, I even, in this series of videos, commented about how I was a particularly slow reactor, because that's what it felt like. Apparently, I'm over that, because I'm usually barely good at keeping on point, and more importantly, good at pruning all the excess stuff. I do it without almost never pruning things I say. So, I actually did do that a few reactions back, but that was more because, well, you saw how bad the one with Gabby was. The first half of that episode, that video. So, I said so much during that part that I pruned a little just so people wouldn't have to watch too much of that. It's amusing to me that a big reason why I never wanted to do reactions to hour-long shows is I was afraid I would never be able to prune them down enough. No, apparently that's a problem I could overcome. Still not going to happen, though. Now it's just good editing time. But, yeah. That was an entertaining episode. I'm trying to figure out how to properly rating this show. You know, give this part a little extra something. And right now, the only thing I see is 7 out of 10. Like, to borrow SF3's rating system, I'm rating it against itself, and I'd say this is now 6. It's a good episode, but it's a fairly average episode. That's not to say it's bad. It's average quality for MLP, but MLP is, average on average good. There are certainly real stinkers here and there, but it's average for MLP, but it was good. Solidly good. Not great. I was certainly entertained with the absurdity of Chatterbox Big Macintosh. And the fact that he's actually not even named Big Mac. That was added to his name. Which means he's probably just called Macintosh. That's not what I was expecting. Honestly, we learned a lot about Big Mac's character in this episode, which is shocking. I will say, though, that, it really isn't an character development episode, because she's already been through that character development. And again, she has lied multiple times over the course of the series itself. Top of my head, the easiest one is when she badly lied to Pinky about the birthday party they were throwing for her. After that, though, I think there was another one she did sometime this season even. I'm pretty sure I called her out on it. hold on, let me just briefly pop up the, let's see. "28 pranks later." Let's see, any other one? I think she might have also done one in the Saddle Row review, but she lied off her hiney in 28 pranks later. And you can't even claim Appleton didn't know it because she was in on that plan. She was in the room. Of course, I'm not sure how this could be qualified as a habit of stretching the truth. I'm reading this summary. When, as far as I can tell, this was actually not something she did regularly. Which, again, given she was so terrible at it, honestly, 28 pranks later is the rarity. Usually she's fairly terrible. Not as bad as season 1 Applejack at lying, but, like, when you make a lie, you have to be smart. Which, you know, given that most of the time when people lie like that, they're not really thinking things through. But yeah, if you're gonna make a lie, don't make a lie that can be easily verified. And, of course, always try to include a kernel of truth. In other words, don't say that your sick relative caught a disease that only infects fruit. Certainly don't say she's in the hospital. Also, yeah, those doctors almost helped a random stranger amputate someone's limbs. Not even the freaking patient they were supposed to be operating on. How incompetent was this hospital? Just how? That's just... Well, I certainly want to go to that hospital. The worst part is, I've actually seen that level of incompetence at actual real-life hospitals. Not in that specific way, but, yeah. But as the old adage goes, fiction, unlike real life, has to actually make sense. I believe I missaid that, but you get my point. So, in other words, that hospital. I, certainly wouldn't be trusting of being sent there if I was Big Mac after this, so, holy heck. Yeah. Anyways. I really think I should talk a lot about the episode itself afterwards. HighPriest signing out, and I will see you all next time, folks.